Hello and welcome back to the island hidden in the fog. We've got a lot to do today. Starting with moving this house, taking down their yard, and destroying this cliff. After that, we can start laying out the path through the flower field all the way to the bridge. Breeding flowers takes a lot of time that I just don't have, so I've been doing a ton of Nookazon deals to get a whole bunch of flowers. We'll be using black, blue, and purple flowers for this field. And I have even more flowers over here, and I think we will still need quite a few more. I've got Bo's moving kit, and since I don't really know where I want this house to go right now, I'm just gonna place him on the beach. And now we gotta go remove everything from his yard before time traveling to tomorrow, so that way we can remove this cliff. But before we time travel, I'm going to place and pay off an incline that leads to my house. It's the next day and the house is gone, so we can start removing this cliff so that way it'll be flush with that section to the right. Demolishing cliffs always seem to take me a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and do most of this by myself, and I think I'll also clear up any trees or flowers in our way, and I'll see you when we're ready to start making the path for our flower field. And here's the area for the flower field all cleared out. It's going to be this whole area in between the new neighborhood and the old neighborhood. And since I'm happy with this cliff, I finished it off by installing an incline that leads up to the second level. Alright, now it's time for pathing. The main path will lead from the bridge to that incline that I showed you earlier, which is probably all that we'll place today. But we'll place more pathing branching off of this main pathing once we figure out what kinds of builds we want to make inside the flower field. Like maybe a flower shop? I pretty much have the pathing all done. I'm sure there will be a few spots that I'll tweak once we start adding in the other paths, but this is a great start for now. Let's finish off the prep work for this flower field by scattering some fencing throughout the path. We'll definitely need some fencing at the entrance. I don't know, maybe we place a couple pieces here? Looks pretty good to me. And let's just do the same thing here but in the front this time. This is kind of a trust the process type of thing. And a few pieces here, and we're almost done. Our last fencing piece. It's finally flower time. I want mostly purple flowers in this field with some blue and black flowers kind of sprinkled throughout. Maybe even a couple white flowers here and there. I'm also going to try my best to not have the same flower type touching each other, but we'll see how that goes. And as far as extra pathing branching off of the main pathway, I know I want one, probably a dirt path that leads you straight to the canyon, and another one that leads to the beach on the right side of the flower field. I might need help coming up with ideas for items or builds placed inside the flower field, but so far for a build idea, I've got a flower shop, and then for items, I have gnomes, bunnies, bird baths, bird houses, and a pergola. Well, it turns out I'm already short on purple hyacinths, so I'm gonna swap a few of them out for blue ones, and that way I've got more purple ones for the field. And I have the same issue with the windflowers. I have so many blue ones and not enough purple ones, so we're gonna go ahead and swap a few now. Let's take a little flower field update walkthrough. I think it's looking so cute right now, but I do need a whole lot more flowers. I don't think I like this flower's location, so I'm gonna go ahead and move it. I've got some garden lanterns that I'm going to go ahead and place along the pathway so that way when you're coming through here at night you can still see. At some point I'll go and customize all of these lanterns to be black, and then when I'm putting them back I'll probably put a custom code underneath them as well. Maybe some mushrooms or some flowers? I don't know yet. I've got a few more garden lanterns we can place, but I think I will purchase more since I think I'm going to want it a bit more lit than what it'll currently be. But maybe I should time travel to the evening and see how it currently looks and then decide after that. I should probably just buy more. I can use them other places as well. This looks like a really good spot for a birdhouse. Do any of you also try to look at placed items from different angles to decide if they're going to stay there or not? Or is it just me? But this birdhouse looks good here, so it's staying. I also managed to get a couple insect models that we can place throughout the flower field as well. And no flower field is complete without a garden wagon. I think I'll want to customize this one too. We also have to have a gnome in the garden. I really love gnomes, so these are probably going to be all over the island. I don't think you can ever have too many gnomes. Let's place another butterfly model over here, though I want it flying towards the path, maybe towards the old neighborhood or I think the new neighborhood. The garden wagon is customized now, and I want this to kind of feel like maybe it was forgotten out here and then the flowers just kind of overgrew around it. I love the fact that they took the time to make the wheels turn when you're trying to push and place this garden wagon. Anyways, I'm kind of thinking of maybe hiding a bunny rabbit halfway behind this garden wagon at some point. I think that could be a pretty cute idea. Let me know what you think. Let's do another walkthrough update. I think it is looking so cute so far. Obviously, we have a whole lot more flowers that need placing, but we'll get there in time. I'm thinking this area just south of the path would be the perfect spot for the flower shop. There's a couple large gaps in the pathing that are starting to bother me, so I'm gonna go ahead and place some mossy rocks in those areas. And I think that'll be all the work I can do on the flower field today. However, I do have a few items I would like to add to Nan's orchard and farm before I take off for the day, though I still haven't found the yellow cute chairs. I picked up this hand cart, but I'm not entirely sure where I want it placed. This will take a few tries. But I'm gonna take off for the day, and as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me while we continue to decorate and build this island. If you've liked, commented, subscribed, or just watched any of my videos, I really appreciate it, and it does mean so much to me. They're never seeing this journal again. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye!